time now for another special edition of Barely Inbound, celebrating the conclusion of the 75th Masters, which came down to the wire. And in the end, South Africa celebrates Charl Schwartzel. 4 birdies in a row to finish. I'm the Fist Jeff Aaron. Joining me today, our special panelist, Sal Johnson from GolfObserver.com, and his golfing buddy Dave Seanor is with us. They're live on location at Augusta National. Sal, we'll let you get first word today. During the course of the tournament, I thought KJ Choi was going to win. I thought Tiger was going to win. I thought Luke Donald was going to win. I thought Angel Cabrera was going to win. I never thought Schwartzel would win, but he did in the end.
Well, it's kind of easy when you birdie the last 4 holes. It's never been done here at Augusta National. We had Jack Nicklaus go eagle, birdie, birdie, par to win at 86. We also had Art Wall birdie 5 of the last 6 holes in 1959 to win. But, you know, I've got Dave here. And Dave, what did I tell you about Roy?
The only reason that Sal invited me on the show is to give me grief because I was adamant last night that Rory McIlroy would show us something. I thought the kid would win. I thought he's a kid who has what it takes. I still think he's going to win some majors, but unfortunately he had a little trouble on, what was it, the 11th, Sal?
Well, 10, he made a 10, triple bogey.
Yeah.
Well, Sal...
you know, Fish, what do you think of the finish? You were at home watching the thing. Were you, did you feel a little tough on, you know, that it was really tough for Roy?
Well, it was tough to watch Rory. He's very likable, and I decided I was rooting for him to win right from the start of today's of coverage. But the 11th hole where he ended up in someone's backyard, and he was all over the place. He reminded every golf duffer, every weekend duffer of themselves. And I think everyone can relate to that feeling when you really want to win, whether it's for $1 or for the green jacket in the Masters Championship. So I think a lot of people rode the roller coaster today with McIlroy. But there was a lot of good people to cheer for today. And I thought Rory handled it very well in his interviews afterwards. I thought he handled it the right way, digest it, learn from it, and move on. And I agree with Dave. This kid's going to be one of the golfing superstars over the next few years.
Well, I think it's interesting to note, you know, you get a kid like Charl Schwartzel come out who I'm sure 99% of the people watching the telecast have never heard of, but it just underscores how much talent is out there, and it's so deep worldwide.
He nails those 4 birdies at the finish. And by the way, Sal, and Dave, I know Sal's been tooting his horn about the collapse of Rory McIlroy, but Sal, you said going into the final day that the final 2 days that Lee Westwood was going to win. We watched the Giants fall. We watched Tiger Woods fail. We watched Mickelson fail. We watched Lee Westwood fail. A lot of the guys that we all hyped up as the people going to win this tournament all failed. I don't recall anyone picking Jason Day, Adam Scott, or in particular Charl Schwartzel. So a lot of us misfired on what we thought was going to happen in this Masters golf tournament.
Well, come on, look at it. We've been misfiring since the Masters of last year. We've had now 4 straight European Tour members win major championships, starting with Graham McDowell, the U.S. Open. Never would have thought about it. You know, you had Louis Oosthuizen at the British Open. You have Martin Kamer, and now you have Schwartzel. It's amazing on that. Now, another thing that you know you have to look about, and we have to spend a minute talking about Tiger Woods. I think that we've seen a really big change in the historical perspective of what's happening. I think we finally saw a Tiger Woods that just didn't do what he was supposed to. He came out here, shot 31 on the front side. Everybody thought, give him the trophy, give him the jacket, why even play the back 9? And what did we see? We saw his putter fail drastically on the backside. He missed numerous putts under 5 feet. You never see that with Tiger. I think it's going to be a very important thing in the future, and maybe something that'll harp Tiger for a long time to go. Don't you agree?
Well, I'll let Dave.
Oh, I do agree with Sal on that. It's just really not there anymore. He doesn't seem to have that gear that he used to shift into and turn into a birdie or an eagle machine or whatever. And again, yeah, I just didn't think it was going to happen today anyhow, because there were just too many good players for him to overcome. They weren't all going to back up toward him, even if he did post a really, really low number.
Tiger Woods had the lead on the back 9 at the Masters and squandered it. The stats always there that Tiger's never come from behind on the final day to win a major. Thought that statistic might come to an end today. I thought it was a great scene for golf to see South Korea's KJ Choi and Argentina's Angel Cabrera and Ireland's Rory McIlroy and Luke Donald from England and our winner Charl Schwartzel from South Africa. At one point there were 6 nations represented, the top 6 on the board. Sal, as we wrap things up here on Barely in Bounds, I would say that can only mean the best for the game of golf, a truly international game with a lot of riveting and captivating players. I thoroughly enjoyed the Masters.
Well, you know what? If you look at it, we had every continent in the world on the leaderboard in the final day except for Antarctica. Antarctica was the only one that wasn't represented, today. So it's showing that it's an international type of thing. It's also a very young game. You look at everybody on this leaderboard. We've never seen youngsters. You know, Tiger Woods looked like a 50-year-old out there compared to Schwartzel, who's 26, and Jason Day. You know, Adam Scott is old at 30.
Dave, who's going to win the Masters next year?
Oh, boy. Rory McIlroy. Damn it, I'm going to stick with him.
Rory McIlroy.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you, I really think, and we talked about it yesterday on Barely in Bounds, I think that if Roy gets a mentor, kind of like with Tom Watson, you know, I picked out the Tom Watson scenario of the 1975 U.S. Open when he played terrible in the last round, and then he found Byron Nelson, and you know, he went on a tear for the next 6 or 7 years. Roy will win a major. He will win a major really soon. I think he may win it before the Masters. He just needs that, you know, mentor to get him going, and I think Dave agrees with me. He's shaking his head right now. You know, he will win.
There you go. Sal Johnson from GolfObserver.com and his special guest today on location at Augusta National, Dave Seanor. And that will wrap up our Masters coverage and our Barely in Bounds special features live from the Masters all week long. I'm the Fish, Jeff Aaron, and congratulations to Charl Schwartzel, the winner of the 75th Masters Golf Tournament, and our green jacket.